Mom says, you want to go on a week sabbatical with benefits, and then finally truth comes out, is what it says, right? And truth gets out, right? And so, as a facilitator, of CNN, a facilitator, and, the applicatories of the situation, you say, well, what is it that you say, it's interpret.
About what happened and the inspector.
I have no idea. The whole statement was.
And our vulnerabilities, remain the same, and I have to take care of my mother, my dogs, and keep my mother active and stuff like that.
Talking about an investigation like that.
At the same time, keep her safe
Department of Justice
and stuff. And my dog is excitable, so I have to, I have to keep an eye on her. And so, and you look outside and you're like, oh, it's just people walking. Oh, it's just people pausing. Oh, it's just, you can hear it in the background. And and it's like, it sounds like chaos right now. And for me to say this, but to come from a mosaic of it is like, to say, my mom and you just come back to the apartment, okay? But you sit up here and put something sniffy on the bottom stairs where our dogs are going to cross over and make us try to trip. Stuff like that. I mean, that's the kind of stuff, the seedy stuff that we can do without. You know what I mean? That's the kind of intent that we can do without. And this is all by the phone. This is all by our schedule. This is all the spy techniques that people use with their advanced apps that they shouldn't have, and stuff like that. And you know what? To have no control over that is basically a terror act, as a terror application. Because if you're sitting up here trying to make us fall, my mom's like 72 years old, and I'm like old too. You know what I mean? And you're trying to make us fall at like 5 in the morning, and just because we know how to walk, and so that's just an example. So look at this. What people expected of us. I know what you expected of us. I wouldn't make bail, okay? And if it's all it is it goes in a circle, and it goes in a circle, and it says, okay, you just expand your fucking wormhole, expand your fucking, what do you call it, your cancer prize, and let's take a specimen and stuff like that. Is it true? I don't know if it's true, man. But you can't just sit up here and people, it boggles the mind, Throughout my life, I've always defended myself. Throughout my life, if I've done something that I've hurt somebody in some way, I felt bad about, and I'm like, dude, I can't do that, man. It weighs too heavy on my mind. Okay? So, sit up here and say, oh, well, you know what, it boggles the mind that you can't, it boggles the mind that you sit up here and accept this and degrade me behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? when you don't live in my shoes. You know what I mean? And so,
I believe you said earlier that you've been scheduled to go.
So, that's what boggles my mind is you can sit up here and criticize me and not live in my shoes, don't know me from yesterday, and go on folklore and still use me behind this shit for Bitcoin.
Because I can't change Fox and Friends audience about President Trump.
You think I want to smoke? It's tobacco smoke, okay? It's very thin. Okay, it's not it's the asbestos. It's my mom reacting to the YouTubes, to stuff like that we have to hold inside to put water in our lungs about, without expression and stuff. You don't even let my mom have give her history that maybe we talk a little funny. You know what I mean? Maybe we talk a little conflicted a little bit. You don't even give my mom the wherewithal or the breath to express herself in such a situation. You make her have to speak proper English and all this other shit. And if not, and being in a silent mode, you can't even extend that offer to say, look, talk like this. It's easier. You know what I mean? And you just took away freedom of speech. So you fill out. So what you did in turn is fill our lungs with water. And so there you go.
About the facts that are